Hey guys, welcome out to the shop today. We're going to be outside the workshop today. I got a pretty big project that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be building a double-decker rabbit hutch. I have two rabbit hutches already, but they're single, and we went and picked up a few more rabbits here the other day, and we need somewhere to put them. So we're going to be building a double-deck type. It's going to be for 6 different rabbits, so it's going to have 6 different sections in there, 3 on the bottom, 3 on top. It's going to have 2 different roofs. The middle roof is going to kind of act like a catch for any of the like pee or poop from the rabbits up above. And I'll show you guys what I'm working with so far. So I saved some wire from the last build, and we had to go out and get a couple more sections. This will be for like the front and the doors. This will be for the sides and the back. Choosing to do chicken wire because it's cheaper, and as long as you don't hang any feeders or anything off of it, it'll work just fine. But we went and picked up some more 1" by 2" wire just in case we need some, which I'm pretty sure we will. I don't think I have, but maybe 10 feet, so we need more. Then we got a 1/2" by 1" wire. This will be for the base of the rabbit hutch for them to walk on so their feet don't fall through. When you guys have flooring though, always make sure that they have somewhere to go to get off the wire. You don't want to just leave your rabbits sitting on the wire all the time. Then we have some more chicken wire that we've got, and you know, that's just going to be extra. Whatever we have left over, we keep. And we got plenty, well, I hope we got plenty of wood, some 2x4s and 2 2x6s. This will help with sloping the roof. And as you can see right here, we have roof, and then we have gutter to catch all of the nastiness from the top rabbit. For hardware and stuff, I'm going to be using a stapler, which I've got some staples for. I don't think I have enough, so I might have to go run out and get some more staples. Pick these up from Harbor Freight, and on the last rabbit hutch they worked fantastic, so I'm going to go with the staples again. Impact drill for the screws. Regular drill because I'm going to be doing some pocket holes, I believe. I'm thinking that that's going to be the best option for one of the ways to attach some of the parts. We got these hinges right here. These were about $2 a piece, or per pair, so we got 6 of these. Eye hooks, and then you're going to need some like paracord and carabiners, which I don't have yet, but we need to get some of those. Picked up this nice little set of a bunch of number 2 drill bits from Lowe's. This is like $5, so if you ever just strip these out a lot, this is a good option just to pick up a pack. And then some type of saw. I might have 1 or 2 of these, so I decided to bring out my hand saw. And then I've got my sawhorses with this piece of plywood on top, just kind of making a makeshift workbench. And then a sawhorse. If you guys don't have one of these, this is very beneficial. You can move around. It's light, right at your knee height, and it works very well. It's all wrinkly, I know, but this is pretty much the plans. We're gonna have the cages a foot off. Each cage is gonna be 2 feet high. 6" gap right here, another 2 foot, and then 6" right here. These will be sloped to the back, so this is going to be 6" in the front, and then go down flush with the top of this cage in the back. So that's what we're looking towards, and we'll see what it actually ends up looking like. Alright, so we're going to be starting with the legs, because I know this is overall going to be 6 feet long, and the extra part of the leg, or the leftover section that I'm going to be cutting off, will actually be the cross brace from the front to the back for each floor. So that's the best possible way to create no waste. And I believe the thing is going to be 8 feet overall in total width. So that's why I'm going to be doing the legs. And then these will be trimmed down to like 16 inches or something like that, or 17. Maybe even shorter than that. We gotta figure that out. Alright guys, so now we have 4 legs and 4 of the cross braces, and then we're going to be using 2 of the 2x4s for the front, or 2 of them will be for the back, and then the 2x6s will be for the front. So before getting everything put together, we're going to cut those cross braces real quick, the short ones. And if you need to, my rabbit hutch front to back needs to be 24 inches max, because that's how thick or how wide my wire is. So if you aren't good with math, what you can do is pretty much take this, put it on the 24 inch on this, lay this down on this side after the 2 are put together, and it shows that I need 17 inches for all of my short little cross braces. So those 4 that I cut off, I need those to be 17 inches. So I went ahead and laid out my marks, and I came up from the bottom of the hutch 1 foot, drew my line, but my floor is at 1 foot, so all my 2x4s need to be below that line. And then I went up 2 feet, which will be the thickness or the height of that first cage, and then I went up another 6 inches, and then the 2x4 will be somewhere right in that area, because that'll be where the next floor is. So essentially my roof will slope backwards this way, down to about this point right here, and this is 2 feet as well. So that's how tall my cage area will be. What I'm going to do to attach these is use pocket holes, and I've got some 2.5 inch screws, and just get this set up, and we'll get this all put together. We got the sides done. Now I need to go ahead and start to connect those 2. So at 3 of the corners, I need to put a regular 2x4, and then like if this is the front, this is gonna have a 2x6 on it to kind of give it the space. To attach all these, I've got a drill bit, and I'm gonna drill holes in there, and I've got some 2.5 inch screws that will be installing everything together. So as you can see, we have the 2 sides now attached, and what is going on is this is going to be 1 floor, and this is going to be a 2nd floor. And the way we're going to get our sloped roof is that we pull from the bottom right here up to a 24 inch mark right here, and we'll put 1 2x4 right here, and then we're going to put our 2x6 right here in the front, so that it splits. It's going to start right here and then go down. It'll cover down to the 24 inches right there, and we'll start the roof right here going backwards. Alright guys, so the weather had completely changed on me all of a sudden, and it stormed, and wasn't very good weather for trying to get out here and film and finish this up. So as you can see where we left off, we got the back portion for the roof and the front 2x4 or the 2x6 for the roof. This is about almost double the height of the back, so that you get the slope. And you can see I've also installed a floor down here on the bottom, and then when I got that done, I went ahead and went to Harbor Freight and grabbed some more staples because I almost ran out. And like I said earlier in the text on the video, I also grabbed some more 2x4s because I forgot to count for the spots where I need to go across from front to back for the floors. So we need to go ahead and get the second floor in right now, and the way that I did that is by trimming around the legs. Very simple. You guys do it just with whatever tool you can cut with. And then mine was 30 inches in length for the floor, so I just went with an angle grinder and zipped this back portion off what wasn't going to be used. So the way that I go ahead and get this started is I always take it and roll out a little bit. Now this is going to be my front side of the rabbit hutch, so I want it to be completely flush. And if the backside is a little bit off, that's going to be okay. But I roll some of this out so that it doesn't pop up as bad. And then I just put this up here and I kind of guesstimate to how deep this is going to be. And then I can see that this is going to have to get cut right in half right here to about 3 squares. So I just got some cutters. And now I can go ahead and do a test fit. And if this works, which it looks like it's going to, so I can get that flat. And then I have my stapler right here and ready. And then I will also do this side the exact same way. So now I have this leftover little section of wire, and it kind of overhangs right here. It's not flush. I'm gonna cut it on this side of this rail right here, and I'll just take like a hammer and fold it over. That way I don't have any kind of sharp edge right there. It's a lot easier to manage that way. You don't have to worry about getting poked. Granted, again, this is gonna be the back side of your rabbit hutch. That's why you can leave it overhang and fold it down. So I'm kind of working a few steps ahead just to kind of keep on track with the direction that I want to go. So I went ahead and took chicken wire, and this is the 24-inch chicken wire, and I went ahead and started on this corner right here, stapled it all the way around, and it's attached on the top and the bottom rail all the way. And I took an angle grinder, and you can kind of see this is cut right here. I just zipped it all the way down, just cleaning that up. And then I got my 3 bays that I need to get, and you can see that I've already put spacers in there. Now this is using 8-foot or 96-inch 2x4s and 2x6s, and then having the 1.5 inch 2x4 legs makes this 99 inches total, which means that you make each bay 33 inches on center. So I'll show you what I mean. Right here, I have a center mark in this 2x4, and then I got my 33 inches lined up with my center mark. So this will be 33 inches inside to inside on both of these, or all 3 of these. So we originally planned to have 24-inch by 30-inch bays, but 3 inches is helpful. So we're gonna go ahead, and I think I'm gonna try to finish up this bottom side and then move up to the top, just so that I can make sure that everything's gonna work out how I want. or if I need additional material, I'll be able to get it easily and in time before stores close. So right now what I need to do is go ahead and make a door, and the way I'm going to do that is cut another 2x4 to fit in between the top and the bottom, and that's 18.5 inches. So I'll cut that the length, and then I'm going to rip it down the middle, and one side will be stationary right here in this. Alright, so we got all the chicken wire wrapped. I had my son help me using the staple gun. And now we're gonna move on to the roof and the doors. And I think what I'm gonna do is block like half of this off. Just staple the wire to the front and then split the door in half, because I can reach in here pretty good, and I'd be able to reach into the corner without really having to bend over too much. So I think I'm going to cut 6 more 2x4s and rip them down and pocket hole screw them into the frame. So we've got our Craig's jig sitting out here. Went ahead and test fit this right here in, and this whole panel will get covered. And then this right here will be the door. And so we are good with this, and we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of these all pocket holed. Let's see, I got this one ready to go in. And we got these to go in as well. Just ripped it in half on the table saw and made it really easy. Somebody's coming to help. Got a new worker. Well guys, the sun is going down faster than I'm working. So what I've got going on right now, I got the little wire cage up on the open side, and I'm starting to install these doors. These have all been, are all 2x4s, and they've all been ripped down in half and then pocket holed together. So you can see we got pocket holes right here, and then I'll come back with some more wire and go over the inside of this. I'm just gonna be working on these doors. This is a very simple thing. There, it's in a 15-inch space. So these are 3.5, and this is 8 inches, and they open nicely. They open fully, but I'm not gonna need them to open all the way because we're gonna have a feeder and water right here. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm gonna work on tonight, and then come back in the morning and we'll get you guys caught back up. So we are on the next day, and as you can see, I got a couple more doors on here. Actually, the bottom is pretty much finished up. So I made those doors and got those all done, and as the staples came through, let me get you one in better lighting. As the staples came through the wood, I went ahead and took an angle grinder with a flap disc and just ground them down. And so now the door has the wire on the inside. It looks very clean. I like how it looks. It's got the feeder section with the water on this side, and then the door will be nice and clean, tidied up. And then for the inside of each run, I have taken the wire and installed that. I'll show you guys how to do that in a minute. But what I'm gonna work on next is the roof. As you guys can see, I have the first section's roof on, and it went and sloped, as I was trying to tell you guys before. So it sloped downwards, and I've got it held in using the self-tapping screws. This was 25 inches long for each section, and I just marked 25 inches on each part and then zipped it off with a cutoff wheel. Got this installed, and because my panel that I'm originally using is 12 feet long, it left me with an extra section that was like 44 inches in length. So I need 4 sections to cover this completely. So what I can do is have my upper roof, because I wanted some kind of rain shelter for it, is going to be right at 44 inches per panel, and that will give me very minimal amount of waste on this big section, because I'm using leftovers from the other one as well. So So one of the things that we need to do before actually installing the roof is get these cut at the correct angles. And I just took a chalk line and kind of wrapped it around here, and I'm just gonna come down, and then I'm gonna take a circular saw and just zip these both off. So I guess these didn't really need to be 6 inches or 6 feet in length, but it left me enough room to kind of play with the size of the rabbit run. So the roof is all completely attached now, and I'm gonna make my dividers for the individual bays now. And we're just gonna go back and use this wire that we have. I will probably go back maybe and add wood in between to help with like the wind and stuff. But the way that I'm doing it is I've got 21 inches or so before or between the 2x4s from front to back. And so I'm just gonna get a section that's 23 inches. That way I can have 1 inch to bend and actually attach everything. So I'm gonna cut it right here. And from experience, I know that I need to cut out this corner section right there to get it to bend correctly. Alright, so now that you've gotten your square, what you can go ahead and do is fold down this bottom that we just cut the 2 squares out of, and this pretty much just makes it so that they cannot get to each other, and also we can attach this to the base of each run. So I'm just folding it, and then obviously we got this cut out, or this, yeah, that corner cut out, so we're just gonna fold over this edge as well. And it doesn't have to be 100% perfect because this is bigger than the front to back, and we're going to be using the staple gun to attach this all to the 2x4s. So we're just folding these over, and then we're just going to kind of shove it into place and pin it down. This is how I was talking about. You just kind of fold the top over to kind of go with the roof, and then we bent it, and you guys can see we bent it right here, and this is all touching on the floor, and then you can get some like J clips and connect all these together. And then I've done the same with this side. This side was a little bit long for some reason. I think I cut too much. I'm going to go back with some cutters and just clip off this extra section. Alright, so this is done now, besides like attaching the doors. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get the doors to stay close, and then we should be good. So here we are, guys. There is the finished product. I still got to add some automatic waters and feeders on here, but everything is done. Got these latches on here and they're pretty tight, so they won't come loose. And if I want to change them later, I can, and it's not going to be a big issue. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. This is like our ultimate dream rabbit hutch build right here. It's got a nice roof, somewhere for the double set so that we can get twice as many rabbits in the same amount of area, which is nice. We don't have any rabbits in here right yet because of the waters and the feeders, but a few things that we still got to do is add the braces for a shelf, and then we'll put the water buckets on the side and also add the gutter onto the back. But I'm not 100% sure if this is where we're going to be keeping the rabbit hutch, so I don't want to put the gutter on and accidentally knock it off or something like that. But that's it, guys. I'm very happy with how it is. It's probably 5.5 feet tall overall. All the waterers and the feeder nipples will go onto the pieces that are on the outside, and then we don't have to worry about the strength of the wire where we have those. Thanks, guys, for watching this build. It was really good. A little bit of a challenge from just drawing it on the paper to actually coming up with the whole design, but I'm very happy with it. I think I ended up using about 15 2x4s, 2 2x6s. I've got this 1x2 wire, chicken wire, and then the 1/2 inch by 1 inch wire as well. And oh yeah, the tin roof, and then screws, and the self-tapping screws. So from the very beginning of the video, you guys saw I didn't have very many items on the table, and then ended up being more. Even with the tools, you guys saw that I didn't have many tools on the bench as well, just to begin with, and then I got into a lot more. It got a lot heavier duty in design than I was originally planning, and so I started using different tools to make it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. And well, this is what I came up with, and I'm very happy with it. Wife is extremely happy with it as well, and this is a major improvement from our original rabbit hutches that we built, and those were built out of mainly scrap material. I did go out and buy some material, but most of it was out of pallet wood, so those were pretty cheap. This one is not, but this one is a lot better of a design and build than the originals. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down in the section below. If you guys are new, welcome, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also hit that thumbs up button. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.